so blame it on some girl.
Her lover's pissed, and just as well you snatch his bronze and pearls.
Who tells of how we suffered? Who sings about our laughter? We build our fires, there is no after.
We've heard your people's stories. You call us wives and daughters by ancient pyres. We grieve the slaughter. We cry laments to make you hear.
We sing your grief to make you hear.
We rise like smoke and disappear.
And grief gives way to grief, gives way to grief, gives way to grief. We came so far,
we bear the scars,
but the glory's yours to keep.
So you'll say the hero loved him more than anybody else did. My heart was broken, but how I felt it, the gentle grief when he was near. Not all that's left are ashes, you will burn him down to ashes. I grasp at nothing, at time and snatches. The moment snaps and now the man appears.
Grief gives way to
Don't
grief,
come in. What are you
gives
doing?
way to grief, gives
Don't
way to
touch him.
grief.
Briseis.
Let us prepare his body.
Grief gives
Give
way
him
to
his
grief,
funeral rites.
gives
It's the
way
least
to
you can do for
grief.
him.
This is my
Grief
Philtatus.
gives way to grief,
What
gives
right do you
way
have
to
to call
grief,
him
gives
that?
way to grief. Grief gives way to grief, gives way to grief, gives way to grief.
So you sat right here and smiled goodbye and left him off to die.
I couldn't have said no to him. Do you know how hard I tried?
You're no different than the rest of them. You tried to sell me for your pride, but of course that wasn't good enough. So you ran and took your flight, and you dressed him up to fight. We went and sold his life.
Grief gives way to grief, gives way to grief, gives way to grief. Grief gives
So
way to
you let
grief,
him
gives
go,
way
and
to
now you dare to weep. He couldn't watch you suffering, he ached to bleed instead. It's touching, all this love for him, but he's already dead. Where's your honor? Where's your honesty? Where'd your courage go to hide? And we all were sure you loved him. Now we all knew that you lied. Where's your darling golden pride? Where were you when he died?
grief gives way to grief, gives way to grief, gives way to grief. Grief gives way to grief, gives way to grief, gives way to grief.
You go and fight
gives
the
way
world
to
of
grief,
strangers,
gives way
you
to
won't
grief,
fight
gives
for
way to
your
grief.
You sit her
Grief
safe
gives
and proud and
way to grief,
precious,
gives way
while
to
the
grief,
trophies
gives
died
way to
alone.
grief.
He was the best man in the camp. He was the best of the Myrmidons. He destroyed every good thing we had left in our lives.
The moment of our fate has come,
And
may
may our lives be
brief.
Cause you left your hollowed city, and it wasn't even burning. 1,000 ships, a ocean churning. You doomed 1,000 lives, and then again the end will come. Again the walls will crumble. There will be smoke, there will be thunder. The hungry flames will crawl again.
Grief gives way to grief, gives way to grief, gives way to grief. Grief gives way to grief, gives way to grief, gives way to grief. Grief gives way to grief, gives way to grief, gives way to grief. Grief gives way to grief, gives way to grief, gives way to grief.
You came this far, he bears the scars, the glory's yours to keep.